What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Brandon Coin YouTube channel, and today we're doing some basic diagnostic. So customer came in and he brought in this Dell. Let me flip the screen around. Oh, there we are. Sorry about the flashlight, but he brought in this all-in-one Dell. Unfortunately, it does have an AMD A9. Not particularly fond of the A series APUs, but anyway, he says when he powers it on, it's booting up. Yeah, there it goes. It won't actually make it to his Windows login or load in. It just kind of does all kinds of stuff. Sometimes it says it fails to update, or fails to start, or fails to this, or fails to that. The awesome thing about this is he said he did not have anything on this hard drive or solid state drive. I imagine it's probably a hard drive on here, but it could be a solid state. But he said there wasn't anything on there that he cared about. He just wanted to get his computer working. The bad situation, he originally took this to Best Buy, and they told him he needed an entirely new computer. That is so not the case. 99% chance nothing is wrong with this computer hardware-wise. There's something software-wise on his installation of Windows that's funky and not happy. So since he doesn't care about the data that's on there, we're gonna put a new Windows install, or a fresh Windows install, from a USB drive, which I have one right here. Bam, look at that. So there it is. This computer restarted unexpectedly or encountered an unexpected error. Windows installation cannot proceed. To install Windows, click OK and restart the computer, and then restart the installation. So I don't know what he was doing. He said he was just trying to reset it. Maybe he clicked the wrong setting, but yeah, so he's in this loop. I cannot believe that Best Buy or Geek Squad, I don't even know what they got going on over there right now, told him he needed an entirely new computer, but it seems like they are more in the business of selling computers than working on them nowadays. Not to say that, you know, reinstalling Windows is necessarily fixing anything, but it's just getting rid of the problem. So I guess that is fixing. Anyway, I'm going to plug this into the back and plug a keyboard in, so we'll get into BIOS. All right, so on this system, F12 was to get into the boot manager, so I didn't even have to go into BIOS to set the boot drive to change it or anything, but this is just another way to, you know, slice it. Anyway, the SanDisk pops up. That's my USB, so we're gonna click on that and click enter. Press any key to boot from CD or DVD. Okay, neither a CD or a DVD. Oh, there I am. Haven't seen that icon in a while. Dell, dude, it's a Dell. But anyway, I'll give this a minute because this might take a minute, and we'll be back. All right, we are back. So we are at the Windows setup. If you've ever installed Windows, you know what this looks like. So I'm gonna roll through all this. I'm not gonna record it, and then once we get done, I imagine we should be good, but may run some benchmarks just to make sure everything's good. Mainly I'm concerned with if this does have a hard drive or not, which actually, let me get to where it shows the drives. All right, so we're at the part in the setup where it shows the drives. Unfortunately, this only has one drive. It's a 1 terabyte drive, shows 931 gigabytes, which that means there's a 99.9% chance this is not a solid state. This is a hard drive. A lot of times on these cheaper computers, if they have a solid state, it'll be like a 120, really small solid state drive, and then it'll have like a 1 terabyte or heck, even a 2 terabyte hard drive alongside of it for actually data storage. Being that this is only a 1 terabyte, and this is, you know, an AMD A9, kind of like honestly a budget oriented setup, this is going to be a hard drive, which means we're going to click new, we're going to click apply, let that create the partitions, and this Windows install is going to be dreadfully slow. I am going to recommend that he upgrades this to a SSD, but he was on a budget, so I understand. You got to do what you got to do sometimes. Now let's click next, and you know what, just for old giggles and shiggles, it is 12:21. I wonder how long this is gonna take, or how long I'll give it before I go to bed. Be right back. All right, so the time is wrong. It's not updated. It is currently now 12:53, so that didn't take as long as I thought it would have. But just sitting here idling, this poor AMD A9, which is a dual core, which I don't know why they named it A9. This thing needs to be an A2 because she ain't going nowhere. But it's just over here pegging like between 40 to 90% just existing inside of Windows. I can only imagine this thing is dreadful to use on a daily basis, but it does have a touchscreen, so that's cool. But I've never really ran across any of these like all-in-one PCs that I really liked. I know there's probably some like really like bad to the bone ones out there, but this one just like what most people have on these is not great. So anyway, regardless though, just texted the customer because he was like, text me as soon as it gets done, no matter what time. And I'm like, okay, you sure about that? I work late. So I just texted him. Obviously he didn't text back, so I'll probably hear from him tomorrow. And that is a wrap on that. But I did get some more parts in, so let's go over that and see what we got. Kind of a little just behind the scenes today. Got more of the CPU, motherboard, and cooler combo kits in, so those are going to be shipping out. And then I thought I got more of these coolers in because I had ordered like I think 40, and they sent me 5, so that's always lovely. Oh, I have another package. Let me get that open. Never mind. Most of that other package was stuff that's not going to the computer shop. But I did get me some like little cleaning stuff for doing like screens and stuff. Because I did not have any for touch screens. But any kind of screens regardless. And then I did get this 16 port cheapo. It's a 10100 switch. But it works perfect for connecting a bunch of things and just simplifying life. Got that used, and I think it was like 10 bucks, so absolute steal on those in my opinion. I know a lot of people like to spring for the really high end, but just having a nice simple switch sometimes goes a long way. Anyway, other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to thank you guys for coming out, and I guess I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.